There is a place, not just of land, but of legend. A land kissed by the heavens, yet cursed by the greed of men. Congo, richer than kings, poorer than the peasants. You call this irony? We call it prophecy. The bones of empires are buried here. The question is not why the world fears Congo's freedom, but what it stands to lose should Congo rise. In 1885, a European king took a piece of Africa not as a nation, but as a possession. Leopold II, a king to some Europeans but a terrorist in African eyes.
L'indépendance du Congo constitue l'aboutissement de l'œuvre conçue par le génie du roi Léopold II, entreprise par lui avec un courage tenace et continuée avec persévérance par la Belgique. Elle marque une heure décisive dans les destinées, non seulement du Congo lui-même, mais je n'hésite pas à l'affirmer, de l'Afrique tout entière.
His name etched in gold, his hands soaked in rubber and red. He did not colonize Congo, he devoured it. $20 million lives lost, not to famine, no disease, but to profit. One story lives on up to today. The story of Nsala, a father who returned home to find the severed hand and foot of his 5-year-old daughter, a punishment for not meeting his rubber quotas. A photo of Nsala holding his child's remains became the world's first visual protest against human rights abuse. But did the world change? And the world applauded politely. From Belgium's Polish churches and Parisian saloons, who wept for Congo then? Just remember that he who owns your suffering writes your story. And then came Patrice Lumumba, young, unafraid and unapologetically African.
Combattant de l'indépendance, aujourd'hui victorieux, je vous salue au nom du gouvernement congolais. À vous tous, mes amis, qui avez lutté sans relâche à nos côtés, je vous demande de faire de ce 30 juillet 1960 une date illustre que vous garderez ineffaçablement gravée dans vos cœurs, une date dont vous enseignerez avec fierté la signification à vos enfants, pour que ceux-ci, à leur tour, fassent connaître à leurs fils et à leurs petits-fils l'histoire glorieuse de notre lutte pour la liberté. Nous avons connu les ironies, les insultes, les coups que nous devions subir matin, midi et soir, parce que nous étions des nègres. Qui oubliera qu'à un noir, on disait tu, non certes comme à un ami, mais parce que les vous honorables étaient réservés aux seuls blancs.
Il y a beaucoup souffert dans notre corps, dans notre esprit de l'oppression colonialiste. Nous vous le disons, tout cela est désormais fini.
He dared speak the truth that freedom without power is still slavery. So they silenced him, not with arguments, but with bullets and acid. They did not just kill Lumumba. Under the watch of Belgian officers and the complicity of foreign hands, a man named Gerard Soto, a Belgian police commissioner, chopped him into 34 pieces. Acid was then poured on his remains as if erasing him would erase the fire he had ignited. Decades later, when one of Lumumba's teeth, kept like a colonial trophy, was returned to his daughter, she said, "We are not just receiving a tooth, we are reclaiming the truth."
No words can express what we're feeling today. We can only wish that wherever you are, you can be proud of your children, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren. Father, welcome back to the country.
And the same hands that preach democracy today poured poison yesterday. True freedom frightens those who profit from your chains. Brothers, the empire never left. It changed outfits. Now it comes in contracts, conferences and camouflage. While children dig for cobalt, men in suits talks to sustainability. They say peacekeeping, yet peace has not kept Congo. The blood is no longer spilled with spears but spreadsheets. $24 trillion in minerals. But the people sleep hungry. Our children, born into burden, carrying the world's luxuries on their backs, they don't play, they dig. They don't dream, they survive. You charge your phones, they charge your conscience. They don't just want your charity, they want their future back. The world screams for oil, for votes, and for wars in Europe. But when Congo bleeds, the microphones go silent. Why? Because the truth threatens markets. Because a free Congo is not profitable. It is powerful. And in that silence, empires thrive. Congo does not need saviors. It needs memory. It needs Africans who remember who they were before the world told them who to be. We are not begging, we are building. And if the world cannot stand a self-sufficient Africa, let it tremble. Because the graveyard of empire is not a tomb, it is a garden. And Congo is rising. This is not a forgotten war. It is a buried truth. The ancestors are watching, the land is listening. What will your silence cost you? This story in particular, and many more untold, are why we created the Why Not Africa platform, where we can unearth the truth, amplify the dreams, and comfort the frustrations of a continent still rising. We are not waiting for permission to remember. We are remembering to rebuild.